My name's Eliza Hodgson and I'm the Assistant Farming Officer at the Lake District National Park. A little bit about my background. I am Lake District born and bred, farming family for a few generations now, and I'm currently in the process of taking on a National Trust tenancy with my partner. So I do know a bit about farming, hopefully. I'm here to talk to you about FIPL and what we've sort of done for nature so far and for climate. So hopefully you've all heard about FIPL by now, but if not, FIPL is Farming in Protected Landscapes. This is something that is a DEFRA funded pot of money being delivered by the National Landscape teams. So there are 4 themes to FIPL: climate, nature, people and place. And I'm going to talk to you about a couple of my favourite climate and nature projects that we've got going on at the moment. Just a little bit of extra information. We're in the final financial year of FIPL so far. DEFRA might change their mind on that, I'm hoping. And so far we've spent £1.2 million this year, and we do have a little bit more money floating around. So if you've got any farmers or land managers that have got small projects in mind, please give me a shout and I'll see if I can help. The first of these projects is the West Lakeland Farmer-led Nature Recovery Community Interest Company. And if you can remember that, they have a very good website. If not, I can give you the details later. So this is a really forward-thinking project that I'm quite proud of, because it was a group of farmers getting together and saying, we're already doing good things for nature. How can we quantify that and show people what we are doing? So there's over 40 farmers involved, a really big group and a good community. And they've had over £180,000 of funding through FIPL. And from that, they're working on 25,000 acres of land, which includes the Kinnyside, Nether Wadsdale Common and Stockdale Common. And they're feeling really empowered to get to know their own assets, learning about their habitats that they have, doing carbon audits, building relationships with partners such as Cumbria Wildlife Trust, that kind of thing. They feel that they're really well placed as custodians of the landscape to deliver on-the-ground work that can have some really good tangible outputs. But before doing any of that work, they wanted to really research what they already had, quantify it, and so that they could see an increase in their learning and an increase in their productivity and their outcomes for nature. So that's going on at the moment. We've also habitat mapped 47 of their farms, so hopefully we're getting a really good, clear picture of what is going on. Another project that I'm quite proud of is our Kentmere Carbon Farming Group, which is in its quite early stages compared to the Westlake CIC, which has been going on since 2021. So last year, we had a few outlying farmers in the Kentmere catchment who all thought they wanted to learn a little bit more about carbon, their carbon emissions, and how they could store more carbon on farm. So from that, we decided as the Lake District National Park to try and get those farmers together in one room and talking about things. So to do that, we paid for 10 carbon audits and soil samples on each farm, and then got those farmers together to discuss their results, see trends in the data, and sort of talk about what they could do to lower their emissions and also improve carbon storage. From that, I've currently got a project that I'm hoping to get approved in the next few weeks for them to have a lime spreader to decrease the pH in their soils so that they'll have more capacity for carbon storage. So it's quite a nice story of some farmers that are really interested and are starting out their journey, but are really encouraged and want to learn more. So hopefully in the future that will develop into something. But speaking of the future, obviously FIPL runs out at the end of March, so we don't necessarily know what's next. I know that I will be in my role for another 2 years, but DEFRA haven't decided what we'll be delivering just yet. But I'm hoping that there will be room for something like FIPL that is very flexible and niche and can work with farmers, what the farmers are passionate about, what the farmers' priorities are, and create niche projects that are innovative and suited to those landscapes. All farms are different, and I think we need to remember that. It's not one size solution fits all. We need to mould it to those farms and those farmers and get the best outcomes for climate, nature, and food production and everything else that goes on hand in hand with farming. particularly in the Lake District, our heritage, those hefted flocks, commoning systems and native breeds. They're really, really key that we look after them for future years. So I think that's everything. Thank you.
What's going to climate like?
Whoa. As I said, it's not one size fits all. I think different farmers, different landowners will have different journeys. I think that people are very keen to learn and understand more. But I think we have to be flexible in how that is delivered and talk to farmers on their level, communicate with them, speak to them about what they want and how it can work with their existing situation. Working together, not against each other.